Instead of putting on makeup and pretending to be someone or something we're not, we began to put on facades and hide behind degrees, titles, religion, busyness, careers, and the need to overachieve or overcompensate. We learned to cover up black eyes, split lips, hurt feelings, and pain with a little lipstick and some blush. Ultimately, what we've learned to do is cover up our brokenness. Broken means having been fractured or damaged and no longer in one piece or in working order, made weak or infirm. Therefore, brokenness can be viewed as a perpetual state of not working properly. Brokenness creates the need for makeup. It is out of our woundedness that we create other images of ourselves to replace the image that has been hurt or try to find comfort and security in things outside of God. Our brokenness reveals something about who we are and shapes our perceptions and worldview. However, our brokenness is not to be shunned or pitied. On the contrary, our brokenness can be a thing of beauty that God uses to show his love, grace, mercy, and to draw us closer to him. As much as girls and women love to talk, we don't like to talk about our pain. Talking about our pain will make the pain real. It will reveal that we are not superwomen. It will show that we don't have all the answers, and yes, sometimes we make poor decisions. It will show that we are flawed. Talking about our pain will open the door for others to know our business, and of course, we don't want nobody in our business. But pretending we are not in pain only makes matters worse. So allow me to be the first to open the door for vulnerability and transparency by sharing some of my business. For much of my life, I've dealt with low self-esteem, low self-worth, and a negative body image. I can recall as early as 5 years old feeling like I didn't quite fit in or I just wasn't pretty enough. Kids in school would often compare me to my sisters who are lighter in complexion, and I was often considered the ugly one. I was born in the 70s and grew up in the 70s and 80s, and these were times of tremendous change. The way I looked at the world changed, and the way the world looked at me changed as well. Once known and recognized for my intellect, I now was identified by the size of my breasts, the length of my legs, and the size of my hips. I was categorized and classified based on the texture of my hair and the brownness of my skin. My sense of beauty was silenced in a world where white is right and light skin is in, spoke louder than black is beautiful. As I grew older, I thought I was healed on the inside because I was no longer that little girl with all those hurtful experiences. I was a grown woman now who made choices and decisions for herself. Yet even as an adult, I would coexist with my brokenness for a time, and eventually I would find my way back there, back to that place of pain and insignificance. That place is a place many of you reading can relate to. As women, we are taught to suck it up and keep it moving. We've heard sticks and stones may break our bones, but words can never hurt us. Yet in the back of our mind, we question the validity of this statement because although you sucked it up and kept it moving, you really were wounded by words spoken over your life. Years ago, a friend of mine was trying to dig a way out, and one night at praise team rehearsal, she was really going through some personal challenges and she was crying. Not wanting to see our friend in pain, a few of us decided to do something nice for her. She often wore makeup, so we put our funds together and purchased her a makeup kit. And I remember giving her the kit and saying to her, "Now you can put on a new face." And immediately I felt the Holy Spirit say, "No, I want her to see herself as she is without the makeup. I want her to see me in her situation. This is a time for her to draw closer to me by exposing her true self." God's gentle rebuke was an aha moment for me. It's not about putting on makeup and hiding your flaws and pain. It's about taking off the makeup and loving God in the process.